Okay, so it's Monday, and we're going to start the second week of motor controls. Last Friday, we left off where we learned something about how to really start up the motors. Okay, motors usually have a tough time, especially a three-phase motor is difficult to start up. You notice that there's a surge, um, a high current just to get it started up. And but finally it gets running a at a cruising speed. Okay, their three-phase motors are usually one speed. They one kept at one speed. But of course, nowadays we want a little bit more variability in them, and we can actually control a little bit the speed of the motor itself. Okay. Now, what do we mean by that? Well, why is it important also? If any of you have worked in a shop, manufacturing shop, and you've worked on lathes or machinery of that type, you'll know that what is important in manufacturing metallic pieces is your feeds and speeds. Okay, that's feeds and speeds, both controlled by motors. Um, Metallurgists will tell you that depending on what you want to uh, make or what kind of metal you're using, you have to control the speed of creating chips. So, because that's when you machine something, you're actually creating chips. And the speed at which you create those chips is very important because if you do it too fast, you actually get a point where you're going to uh, not be able to machine it very well to very high accuracy. The other portion is the feed. Well, today's equipment, if you worked in one, you'll know that most of the machines are what we call NC machines. NC stands for numeric control, which means that they are essentially run by computers because somebody programs them to do certain jobs. They program to a speed for creating chips, and they program to run. Like if you're drilling, you want it to go down a certain distance, or if you're um, lathing, you want to move the tool, the cutting tool at a certain speed, those kind of things, okay? The old days, we used to use belts. We'd had one speed, and we'd change it in belts, but the other way of doing it actually is to using gearboxes, okay, different gears and so forth. And in order to control those, well, we're going to find out different ways in today's lesson how we can actually control speeds if you needed to. Okay, so today is speeds, and tomorrow we'll get into something else. But tomorrow, don't forget, is going to be our midterm exam. Okay, so be ready for it, and good luck.